Speaking of, I heard things are finally happening.
Oh, no, I don't. I'm getting a constant update.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know, I hope it all works out. You know, she so clearly belongs with him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Conrad's just the best. Wait, what?
Okay, I'm not sleeping, so I might as well put on this one last video before I go to bed, but the fact that Steven said Conrad's her soulmate is just, I love it. That's the one thing I love from this season, and that we finally have somebody on Conrad's side. And this future brother relationship just gets me so much in the feels. I can't wait. I love that he understands their connection and their relationship, even through the ups and downs that they've had. He sees it. He sees what they are to each other. And I continue and hope that we get more of Steven rooting and being there for Conrad, because he's definitely going to need it in season 3. And I can't wait to see Laurel as well in action with Conrad next season.
I don't know if this changes anything, because I think in the book, the parents were they split up in the book? I don't even think they even referenced that, but I think they did reference that he had cheated, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm like drawing a blank, but I would assume that Adamor has a different place, because when him and Susanna had split up, he would have to gone somewhere. So I'm assuming he has like a condo, an apartment, something smaller, not as big as the previous house where him and the boys would reside at. With the boys in college, they're hardly there. So they're there during maybe Christmas and then the summer. So I'm assuming he has a place for the boys when they're visiting. And Conrad, according to the books, barely appears back. Like, he would only come and visit here and there. And a lot of times he would go to cousins directly. So I don't think they're living there. I'm pretty sure Dad or Adam has a separate dwelling. And Jeremiah in the books also interns with his dad in Boston over the summers, so I would assume they might still keep that storyline with Jeremiah and the wedding planning and how it is, portrayed in the book. So again, I would assume that Jeremy is living with his dad during this time, and also Jeremiah and Belly hardly go back to cousins, according to the books. Again, we don't know how it's going to change in the show, but that was kind of a point of tension where Belly always wanted to go and visit. Jeremiah was always busy doing other things, and so they never actually went to cousins together. And the first time they go back, since they started dating, is during the summer for the memorial, and then again to plan the wedding. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that Adam would have another home where the boys would dwell, should they need it.
Well, apparently, that guy that Katie was seeing had a girlfriend the whole time.
And it just sucks, like, he didn't really seem like the type, you know?
Did you know my dad cheated?
Adam cheated on Susanna?
Yeah, the first time my mom was sick, he had an affair with his secretary, Kaylee. I found out about it last spring.
I just have one more question. I'm sorry, guys. Belly, which one of us is a better kisser, me or him? Leave her alone, Conrad.
My young man is kind and good and strong, just like you said. But he doesn't kiss me like Rhett kissed Scarlet. He kisses me even better.
I got an interesting comment on a video that I made about this picture, and specifically that Conrad was looking at Belly in the same way that she was looking up at him. And it really has me thinking about the timeline of Conrad actually liking Belly. So in this show, they give us a lot of details that like tell us what time of year, what month it is to like orient us. Some are really obvious and they just straight up tell us, or some are more hidden and you need to like do a little bit of digging to figure it out. Like in season 2, when Conrad came home to talk to Jeremiah, he said, did mom get the full-size Snickers for Halloween? And they were decorated for Halloween, which obviously means that it is October. But then for Susanna's funeral, they never explicitly told us what day she died, but there was this quick snapshot of someone holding the program at the funeral that tells us the exact date that she passed away. And I hope we figured this out in season 3, but I think it's one of those details that we can do a little bit more digging in to find out more about the timeline. So this scene at the boardwalk is when Belly turned 13. She said it at the very beginning of this flashback. And we know that Belly has a birthday every summer around the 4th of July. So it's possible that she could have been 13, about to turn 14. And the important thing to note here is that they wear costumes that like help give us clues as to what age they are. So Belly has those pink and white glasses. Conrad has glasses and he's wearing a hat. And then in this photo, Belly is wearing those same pink and white glasses. Conrad is wearing the glasses and he's also wearing a hat. So I feel like those clues tell us that this is the summer that Belly was 13 turning 14. Because also these are the last photos that show in the montage before the first season, which is the summer that she turned pretty. And as we all know, Conrad said to Belly, "I liked you better with glasses," aka I liked you before you turned pretty. And we know from the books in book 3, Conrad like casually admitted to Belly that he took her to the boardwalk that day to win Junior Mint for her because he knew that she wanted it all summer. So it reminded me of this flashback where Conrad is teaching Belly how to dance. They're wearing the exact same costumes. Belly says her hand is sweaty and Conrad says, "That's okay, mine too." The only reason why I'm bringing this up and why I think it might be an important Easter egg is because the entire reason that Belly broke up with Conrad and didn't think that their relationship was real is because she was never confident or certain that he had feelings for her in the way that she did for him. And then I was rewatching the very first episode of the show last week, and I noticed in the montage of their summer pictures that Conrad was looking at Belly the exact same way that she looks at him, and they're wearing the same costumes that they wear for their 13-year-old or Belly's 13-year-old self in the boardwalk flashback. We haven't gotten explicit confirmation from Conrad in the show yet about when he started liking Belly. We honestly don't even get like exact confirmation in the books either, but I really hope, because they gave us this Easter egg of Conrad's outfit, Belly's outfit being the same as what they wore to the boardwalk and knowing what the boardwalk scene actually means. I just really hope that this little Easter egg is eventually going to lead us to an exact time confession from Conrad that's going to make Belly feel super confident that he has loved her all this time and make her rethink everything.
Then go. Go. Stop chasing after me and go be with Jer. He's the one that wants you. I don't. Not anymore.
And it hurts. Like my chest physically hurts to not be able to tell her that I'm in love with her.
No, it's not over. I mean, we're gonna figure something out.
Sometimes I hate myself for how long it took me to notice it. That invisible force between the two of them.
If you love Belly and Conrad and also reading, I'm starting a Bonrad book club on my podcast and I am so excited about it. Basically, every month we're gonna read one book that is Belly and Conrad coded. I'm taking requests, so if anything comes to mind, please leave a comment and let me know. The first book we read is Before We Were Strangers by Renee Carlino, and my jaw was truly on the floor at how many similarities there were to Belly and Conrad, and also Conrad and his life. It was so good, kind of heart-wrenching, honestly, really emotional, and I just loved this. I devoured it in one day. On these podcast episodes, I'm gonna be talking about the book, about how it relates to Belly and Conrad, how it relates to the summer I turned pretty in general, and also how I think that like the stories from these books could work or translate to season 3. This episode is gonna drop tomorrow and I'm so excited about it. So I would love it if you would read this or join us for our next one. You can listen to the podcast anywhere you get your podcast. I have a link in my bio as well. I'm just so excited about this because I love Belly and Conrad. I love being a part of a book club and it's helping us get through until we get season 3.